How y'all doing? It's Jason Justice here in Denver, Colorado, music educator and saxophone player. Wanted to tell you about a set of scales I just did and I put up on my website. It's Dorian scales, 1 octave Dorian scales, and it's kind of an extension of the mode book, which I have for purchase here, and that you should check out because there's some great exercises, and it goes through 1 octave, 2 octave, and then full range of the saxophone. So it covers all the bases from beginner to advanced. Now, what I want to talk today about is this set of Dorian scales that I just did. It runs through the scales from the root all the way up to the 9. Now, what is the 9? You people would consider that to be the second scale degree in a scale. However, in jazz and improvisational music, the 9 is an extension of the chord itself. So you have the root, the third, the fifth, the 7 in a chord, and then you go to add the second scale degree. We call that the 9. So the second scale degree is the 9, the fourth scale degree is the 11, the sixth scale degree is the 13. 9, 11, 13 are just extensions that you add on top of a chord to give it more depth, to give it more more meat inside of that chord. It's really kind of hip. And I call the 9 the hippest note in improvisational music, because if you look at a chord symbol that you'll see on the top of a page, especially with minor chords, I really love to do this with minors, right? Say it's an A minor 7 chord symbol. You go up one step from that A, from the root of the chord, one step, that's the 9. It's a B natural, right? It's very hip, right? And then, but you go down one step from it, and you've got the 7, which is the second hippest note in jazz. I love to tell my students the 2 hippest note in jazz are living right around the root of any chord, right? The 9 and the 9 and the 7. So that would be a B in an A minor 7 chord. It would be the B natural, which is right above A, and the G, which is right below A. So I just went B, G, A. That's it. And it was kind of hip. It's also kind of a way to cheat your way through if you don't know what all the notes in those particular scales are. And sometimes the changes are moving so fast, maybe the only thing that we can do as beginning improvisers or people that don't spend a lot of time playing straight ahead jazz and doing all that stuff is you've got that 9 and that 7 you can go to immediately and tie it all together with the root of the chord. So I think it's pretty hip. There's a lot of play-along tracks on the YouTube, and I like to use this one by this cat. I think he's from Germany. His name is Michael Behm, B-E-H-M, and he has some funk and soul backing tracks. Now, before the purists out there, straight-ahead purists, start going, smooth jazz or whatever, let me tell you all that that is super important to play as many different styles as you can possibly lay your hands on, right? From classical to blues to pop to whatever. And truth be told, there's more work out there playing pop and blues and R&B and that kind of stuff than there is straight ahead jazz. Like here in Denver, there are 5 unbelievable tenor and alto players in this town, and they're the ones that play the 2 straight ahead gigs that come up every weekend. So you've got to figure out a way to kind of diversify yourself so that you can put a little extra cash in your pocket, because as I always tell people, my music lessons are vocational in the way that I construct them. When I teach kids, it's about vocational training. This is an amazing thing, and it's a great way to put a little bit of extra money in your pocket part-time on the weekends. So let's talk about this scale and especially this groove, okay? I'm going to start the groove up here. It's in C minor, which that's concert, right? And then so for alto players, we're playing an A Dorian scale from the key of G. or if you're playing a B flat instrument, a tenor player, soprano player, you're playing a D Dorian scale, even easier from the key of C. But I'm going to start on the 9, which is that B. I'm just going to kind of float a few notes in there. I'm not going to get real vertical. I'm going to stay real horizontal. But check out how cool that 9 sounds, and you can use it to connect to other notes just in the scale. Don't go outside of the scale. Stay inside of that scale. Stay inside of the box, and really kind of understand how these notes work together inside of it. So here we're starting the music, and I'm going to start on that B. That's it. I centered everything around that B. I didn't have to get all crazy, blah, 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 really super vertical, and it's pleasant, right? And you can make music right away using this 9. So underneath the video here, there's going to be a couple of links for you to check on. One of them is a link to my these set of scales in every key are written out for you, and you can just have those for free. Also, I'm going to link to this cat, Mr. Bam Behm's play along. It's funk and soul backing tracks, and he's got quite a few, and they're really cool to work out these kind of things, Dorians and things like that on. So I suggest you check them out. And other than that, man, just make some music. Start with the 9. See how beautiful that thing is to float in on the top and move down from it, and kind of explore what you want to say, right, from inside of here, what you want to say improvisationally, and I think you're going to really enjoy the results, and just by starting on that one note, the 9, the beautiful 9. Once again, my name is Jason Justice. I'm a saxophone player and educator here in Denver, Colorado. You can connect with me on Skype for lessons. You can always send me an email asking questions. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. And of course, if you're in the Denver area, we can get together face to face for lessons. So you all be well, and I'll talk to you again soon.